No, corner? Oh, a corner. Yeah. I thought it went out before. Okay. Guess it went out. Yeah. Our view is a little bit hampered toward that corner, but we'll make it way in toward the near post. Headed out by Euro. Let's see if he can beat him to the ball. He does not. Ball is still kind of free. Number 10 plays it to the middle. Euro. No one really maintaining possession there. And the ball finally toward the far sideline.
Let's hope he's not hurt. That would be our third injured right back, myself included, so that would be a problem.
He's still down. We're going to stop the game here. Get a check. And who do we have down? I can't quite see the number.
It's Alejandro Del Cura, one of our 3 right backs on the roster. Nico Anderson and myself already injured. Let's hope he can continue.
If he cannot, and let's hope that's not the case. If he cannot, who are we going to see come into the game?
Most likely Mamadou Sawane, who's an excellent defender. He's really a center back, but he can do a job at right back. He was when we played with 3 center backs. He was one of the 3, and he's a very good, sort of wily, clever, and strong defender.
It looks like for now we're not going to see him. It looks like he's walking it off. Scary moment there, but
it looked like the Rough Rider player went over the ball for that tackle. That was a very dangerous one, and the FA Euro players weren't happy with the way that whether he won the ball or not, the way he went into the tackle.
Yeah, well, as we make our way past, it looks like they're very physical in there, playing for the ball, and I think your scouting's been straight on. Every time the ball comes near that number 18, the second half adjustment, he's putting bodies on people. He's getting right up into people. But now the Rough Riders look like they have a chance. They're going to cross the ball.
And as we see that ball just go too deep.
Float.
Yeah. The question now is with that. I
think so. For now, we're not going to worry about it because we're back in the offensive zone. But the keeper makes a play on the ball, and we're going to play the ball toward the far side of the field. So we're going to try and run kind of a, as we talked about before, a little bit of a hopeless pass there. Not a lot of height on that, and played out of bounds. So we're going to get a throw on the far sideline. Maybe a foul here. The game's been stopped. We're going to try to, we do. All right.
Like for like in terms of hairstyles.
Yeah. So we're getting another substitution for the Rough Riders. And the Jews are really happy for him. They wish him a nice mazel tov for coming in the game. So, happy for the substitution, it looks like. I particularly don't like the Orthodox playing favorites in the game, but we'll see how that progresses. I don't know what to tell you, folks. This is new ground that we're breaking. And I'm just trying to call it as we go. Oh, physical play there by number 6. He pushed him from behind. So that's going to be a kick from about the 30.
And typically that's not a bad foul to stop the build-up. It's a team foul. You do it so that the team can get behind the ball. I think here it's a worse foul to give because of how good they are on set pieces. So we've talked a lot throughout the week about not giving up cheap free kicks in dangerous areas for them. So again, we're going to have to defend this one, and they have a bunch of big boys in there to try to go win it, which is maybe how they're winning games.
And we're going to see here we have kind of a near wall set up with 2 defenders and everyone else toward the far post. A low curver in. That's dangerous just by the far post.
Those can be so difficult for those of you watching and wondering how does a shot that tame from that far beat a goalkeeper. With all the players running across the box like that, the goalkeeper has to wait to see if it's deflected or touched at all before he dives. So sometimes the ball just goes in on its own in those situations.
And this one's play looks like number 18 just beat him to the ball. He placed it toward the near sideline. And now we're starting to get the festive music. Number 7 taken down. And I think we're going to get a kick from about the 40.
He earned that one. There was not a lot of contact there.
Yeah, it was a good sell job. But if there's one thing I remember growing up watching soccer, they tend to be good actors at times. I was never a good actor, which is why I didn't get many foul calls. That's probably why I'm up in the booth and not down on the field. So, just for your quick explanation, a high ball there, curving back in, and just wide of the post on a header. And that one looks like it was headed wide by the defense. So we're going to get a corner kick from the far corner. And we're going to get okay. A late call on who came in, and Noah Hudson came in the game. And the second cross, this time from inside the field of play, both headed away, and we're going to try to get a run up the field here, but, little too much contact there by the Euro player. It was a one-on-one. If he won the ball, he was going to have a run at the goal, but a little too much contact. And got a little bit of confusion by the sideline. I'm not sure. Are we getting a substitution here?
Yeah.
It looks like we're getting a substitution. Okay, so a substitution this time looks like for Euro.
This will be Alexis Santa, who started the first 2 games of the season. One of the most talented players in the league by far in terms of technical ability, close control, skills that you only usually see in a video game. And he's a joy for the spectators to watch. He can produce something really special out of, absolutely nothing. So it should be fun to watch him for the next 30 minutes here.
Oh, he's going to come in at the next stoppage. They did not get him in this time. So he's waiting at the sidelines, waiting to come in. So the next time we have a stoppage, we're going to see him. As we were waiting, we got another kind of harmless ball. Ended up back to the keeper. And now we're back toward midfield. Euro with possession. So as we wait the change, we get a throw in here. And the Rough Riders have taken possession. They're now over the midfield line. Tried to weave his way through the defenders. Did not work. Euro back with possession here. Everybody contact some nifty ball work there to maintain possession. And we play the ball back to the keeper. It's like he's looking toward the near sideline. If he can get over his head, nope. 18 with a header. And again, back to the keeper. So possession this half has been a little more to the Rough Riders' advantage.
Yeah, hang on.
So things have looked a little different. This time we're going to get, it's like across the side, and he pokes it away. We're going to get another corner kick. This is the third one in the half.
Those last 2 balls out from the goalkeeper were excellent, flat, very direct, very right on target. Both of the wingers on the 2 sides have to do a better job competing for those headers, because it's not in maybe a U8 or U10 game you'll see the defender misplay that ball from 50 yards away and it'll go over him or through him, but it won't at this level. So you can't be that hopeful and just assume the ball's going to come through. You have to really challenge for it there.
Well, and we're gonna see some challenges here, because we're getting a corner kick from near side, and now we're making the substitution.
And I would expect this means that I'll tell you after the corner.
And here comes the corner near post, but easily batted aside by the defense.
Good pass.
And now we made toward midfield.
Give him the ball, Alessio.
Oh, a takedown there. A yellow.
It has to be. He's not giving it. That
no, not a yellow. A lot of people screaming for the yellow card. I haven't seen one come.
Because it's a clear yellow card. It's stopping a counterattack, which is just it's in soccer. For those of us, you and I, who are familiar with it, that's an automatic yellow card. Should
be not called though. I have not seen a card come out. It is a kick, and the ball played out toward the 18. We get a cross across. Nothing doing.
Good. It's a very good ball in. Center forward got to get across the front post.
So a chance there. A little bit surprising we didn't get the card. And again, with those free balls, Euro's been winning more of them today. And now a ball. Number 6 waits. He's not offsides. So that's...
Shift the ball, please.
Let's see. Works his way back and across. Headed out. We're still playing the ball by the 18. A free ball up.
Keep it. Well done.
And he plays it out toward the side. Got numbers on the side. He holds. And he's taken down with a tackle. And the ball is cleared up.
Oh, well played, Johan. Really good.
But the defender beats the ball. Good ball handling. And a good turn. Making his way to the middle.
So slow to play.
And a shot just by the near post. So some good footwork there. And a shot just to the near post. Just over. A bit of an opportunity there. Still for naught. We're still 64 minutes in. Still no score. And we're getting a reprieve from the dancing. So hopefully you can...
But not up here in the booth. You and I are still tearing it up here.
He's got me up in the chair. I'm doing the traditional chair dance. And... in the weirdest bit of analysis I've ever done, I'm wondering if now the communication on the field becomes easier.
It definitely does. Yeah, there's no question.
Like, I didn't think this was something we were going to have to bring up, but we do have to bring it up because I can hear myself better. And they're on the field. They're closer to it. Maintain possession. We're now right outside the 18, and we get a...
It's a correct call. It's like what we talked about in the first half. The winger there, it's just too easy to be onside. So to be offside is just a lazy, you didn't look across the line situation.
And that one, a battle for the ball, and just a clear to the sidelines from number 9. So Euro's going to have a throw-in at about the 20 or so. And we have a player down.
He's cramping.
Yep.
He's been struggling with it for the last few minutes. You can see him stretching his calf out there before on the field after he took that shot with his left foot from not far from where he's sitting down now. And I think a change will probably be made. I'd imagine it's Beck, number 19, Kusanov.
Looks like number 18 is coming to the sideline.
Sorry, he's number 18.
Same guy.
I know all their names. I don't know all their numbers. I don't usually call them by number on the field.
We're making adjustments here, but yeah, he's still down. They're working on his leg. And I tell you, I feel his pain. I've been there.
I'd imagine with this change, we'll see Beck go on to the right, and Santa, who just came on the right, shift over to the left. Or actually shift inside to where Alessio, who's coming off now, was. So he'll play, Santa will play as what we would call like a number 10.
Yep, so he's up, but he's going to go to the sideline to work on those cramps. And
we made the change, so he'll be, that's his.
I'll tell you, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there in the side. I've been there when I was swimming. And I'll tell you, you got to get yourself out of that pool, and you can't kick. It's brutal, man. Like,
the good news is there's no dying when you cramp.
No, you just go down. You gotta work those things out. We're gonna probably get some water into on the sidelines. Hopefully, you get some bananas waiting for him. You know,
yeah, potassium.
That's right.
They have some electrolyte packages over there that they'll give him. They may not because he's not going to go back on, but he'll definitely hydrate and get ready. The next game is next weekend, so he has plenty of time to work those out.
But we do have the substitution. It looks like... Oh.
They won the ball.
Oh! Hold on a sec. And that one's going to get the card. After a no card last time, that one's going to get a card on Euro.
Coming into the game, number 18, Beck Kuznov, for number 20, Alessio Galina.
So number 16, with a tackle from behind, that time gets the card. A little bit suspect, considering the card didn't come out before.
Definitely.
So we're going to take the free kick on the Rough Riders side of the field. And they haven't looked up the field yet. They're playing possession ball now, back in their defensive zone. They played that one up. Won by Euro. He tried to play the bounce and turn, but it ended up playing out of bounds. Euro throw-in. So the throw-in up the sideline, but he's double-teamed over there. The ball's played back out.
He did well to keep it there.
Yeah.
Well, wrong foot, but
Oh.
okay.
A little bit careless there, but
these lefties are so lucky. Nobody ever tells them they need to work on their right foot because it's so rare to get a left-footed player. We righties have to spend all our time trying to get our left about as good as our right. The lefties never have that complaint.
you know who's a left foot player?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah?
That's right.
All right, so the right foot's just for standing on then, apparently.
Hey, no, actually, played in, and the keeper just got to it before they were able to get an opportunity. And you know what? You're right. I mean, most of the time, people don't expect people to be a left-footed player. So for me, I learned how to use both of my feet, obviously, but it played to my advantage that my dominant foot was my left foot.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage.
And that one kind of just makes his way through and to the sideline. A little bit of confusion. We're going to get a throw in. Yeah, it looked like.
The official streaming service of FA Euro New York.
Okay.
Visit i95sportsnetwork.com for more details.
And we got a little bit of a shout out there from so that's nice.
And also from the Long Island Rough Rider coach, which you probably could, if that's possible. Maybe you can even hear him on the camera here. He's yelling at the goalkeeper just to play direct and play long and go up to the center forward and see if they can go over the top.
Well, we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. We're still playing the ball to the near sideline. I think we got a throw in here. Again, our visibility a little bit blocked.
Yeah, it's a long throw.
Long throw, headed out. And that one played, it looked like they lost the free ball. A little bit of a turnover, but the ball's played wide of the net, so we're going to get a goal kick here.
Subscribe for free to the PDO's YouTube channel today.
So everyone getting shout-outs over the loudspeaker as we wait for the goal kick.
At halftime, we hope everybody liked FA Euro on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever else you got. Hashtag Forza Euro. Forza, an Italian word, F-O-R-Z-A-E-U-R-O.
So make sure you go and check that out.
Good choice, Sergey. Excellent.
And a good play back across the field.
2 against 1 here. Give it to the winger. Let him take, okay.
Well, looked like they had a 2-on-1, but the ball handler maintained the ball. It ended up as a turnover. And now the Rough Riders have the ball near midfield. Deflected there, played into the feet. Up.
Damn. Up, excuse me.
Number 6. Let's see. Okay, well, we're in the offensive zone for the Rough Riders. A takedown there. But a double takedown. I'm not sure what's going on here. Who took down who, but it's... Oh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Don't react back. Just stand up.
Number 10 attacking an FA Euro player on the ground. And everyone's surrounding. The teams are surrounding the down player. There's some dangerous stuff going on here.
Don't react, guys. Don't react to it. Let's not react to it.
Looks like everyone's getting calm here. Let's see what they end up calling. Let's see if we get...
It's hard to say from here exactly what happened. The two got tangled up off the ball in a sort of innocuous situation. And then it looked from here like the Long Island Rough Rider player just punched the FA Euro player, elbowed him, forearmed him, something while they were on the ground. Looked like there wasn't much of a reaction. I would be very surprised if he doesn't see red here. Again, we're far away. It's hard to say exactly what happened, but it looked a lot like that from here. And if that is what happened, it has to be red.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he threw a forearm at him, and we're still waiting. The player's still down. I haven't seen any cards come out. As soon as we see it,
That's what it looked like.
yeah, it looks like we are getting confirmation. He did punch him. I'd expect a red card here.
I mean, it should be a red or nothing. The referees should either decide that there was nothing in it, which, again, we're far away, so maybe we missaw. But either there's nothing or he has to be sent off. If he gives a yellow card here, it's sort of, you can just know it's bad refereeing generally. It's another one of those splitting the difference calls where you end up making the wrong decision because you're trying not to influence the game too much. If there's a red card, you have to give a red card.
Yeah, well, we're going to continue to wait for it as the player is still down. So we're going to end up getting a lot of bonus time here because we're spending a lot of time with the player on the ground. We're going to see what comes from it.
How could this be taking so long? I mean, as a player, you always wonder, and I do currently now, how this could take so long. I think what's going on here, I'm hoping, not hoping, but out of respect to the injured player, the referee's waiting for him to be helped off the field before he sends him off. Which is something that happens occasionally. Very rarely the person that commits a red card offense or even a yellow card offense gets injured while doing it, and the referee will then wait for the player to be helped off before showing the card. So it's potentially that's what's happening here.
Okay, yeah, and he is still down. The medical staff is out there. I mean, they got like 2 or 3 guys taking a look at him.
Marco, is he just waiting because he's hurt to give him the card?
So we're still waiting, folks, on the official ruling here. We don't have it yet. And I guess while we wait, I don't know, maybe we'll plug some stuff. So you're watching live on I-95, and of course there's the I-95 TV. You can watch the soccer on there. Of course there's the radio station and all sorts of great stuff you can get with our content. Okay, so it is officially a red card. He will be removed from the game. So certainly we were waiting for the injury to...
Hang on. Given the way that the FA Euro players are reacting, he gave a red card to both, which is a horrific decision. And I mean, I suppose I'm biased again. I'll give you that warning, but it looked like there was absolutely nothing from the FA Euro player, nothing at all.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, man. It is a double red card. Yeah, I'm a little confused though. What, you know, with one forearm thrown and one guy down for a double red card to be thrown, I guess it was from the initial takedown. The player's going at it. We got a double red, and he's coming off. And he's upset. I would be too. He had a forearm thrown at his head, and he's being taken off. He is not happy about it. Lot of chatter on the sideline here. As the Rough Riders play the ball in, it plays through. A lot of hands up. Didn't look like a lot of contact on the ball, but the hands were up. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we're going to get a corner kick out of this. Looks like it was touched by FA Euro.
Capelli is a proud sponsor of the PDL. Follow @Capelli Sport on Twitter for all the latest.
So a very eventful last few minutes here. 2 red cards and the ball playing through. We're going to get a corner kick here. And this one's going to be played low, down to the feet. And he's down to another player down. That one is going to be called on the Long Island Rough Riders, and he's staying down. This game's getting very chippy in the second half. And I got to tell you, going into the game with a few injuries already, it is difficult to see a couple of these guys go down.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that. You can see that even from
So we're going to get a kick here from the goaltender. Everyone is up, and we are back in. And FA Euro controls in the defensive zone.
Yeah, we just took a look at the replay on it, and it looks like the action was totally one-sided. So the double red card is confusing, and once again, it's been poor refereeing throughout today, scared refereeing. trying to split the difference between all the fouls to make them even, which is not the referee's job. And I really don't know what to say for that one. I can't bail him out on that. It looks like a really, really bad double red card. It should, and you know what?
Well, you won't say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. I mean, because I'm not on the team. I'll say it. There should have been a yellow card called earlier in the game, and that should not have been a double red card. So far, and I mean, the refereeing clearly going one way over the other so far in this game, especially with the big calls. It hasn't been a detriment because the game is still scoreless, but certainly we've seen that, and trying to weave his way through does not make it through. The ball is now in the offensive zone and back to the Rough Rider goalkeeper, who's going to play it back to midfield. Pretty harmlessly. And they have space. So Euro has the ball by the near sideline. It is headed back. So kind of a back and forth here.
As the players
by midfield,
sort of, try to refine their rhythm after that long stoppage. You should expect to see at least 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this.
Oh yeah, certainly more. I mean, we barely had any stoppage time in the first half. There's gonna be some stoppage time with the injury and the red cards and
red card decision mistakes are problematic from a player's point of view, because if that's considered a violent conduct red card, that'll be a 3 to 5 game suspension for that player in a 14-game season. That's a third of the season. The league doesn't typically, they do their best to monitor whether the card was correct or not, and there's an appeals process, but typically the league doesn't overturn them unless there's really clear evidence. And so that could rule him out for most of the season on a call that's just very clearly, at least from our perspective, wrong.
Well, I'd imagine when they take a look at it, they're going to see the forearm being thrown, and that player is going to face a suspension.
Sure. The question is, will they be able to see enough to take back the other red card? Is it clear enough that nothing? It's hard to prove nothing. It's easier to show something. So that's always a difficult one for the league, and they'll deal with it, and they'll do their best to get it right for sure.
And I assume once we get that information, we'll be able to get it up on the Twitter so you guys can keep up with who is going to be playing in these games. That's going to be big for the rest of the season. As you said, 14-game season, you lose a quarter of your games. That's huge.
Yeah.
As we see, again, the midfield game here. Just jockeying for position, battling for possession as we're at about the 80-minute mark, or 81-minute mark. And now with a little bit of space, Euro makes his way toward the middle of the field. And back to the keeper. And he looks out, and we're now toward the near sideline. And again, play the possession game. When it's a 0-0 game, you don't want to make a mistake here. So
with two players off the field, it at least from a player's perspective, it feels like it opens up a ton of space. So it's much easier to keep the ball. What you want to do is make the other team's 10 men chase it as much as possible to get them tired out for the last few minutes, see what gaps can open up for you.
We'll probably see about 15 minutes. But, takedown, but he maintains possession. And now some spacing. You are seeing more spacing now with the 10-on-10. Try to turn there, but ends up being a turnover as I inadvertently do a play on words.
You had a third chance. It was a nice turn of phrase.
I blew it. I blew it.
Or maybe you were just a more respectable commentator than I was.
Yeah, no. That ball played across a header, but that's free. And a shot on goal, save! A great save by the goaltender. A good chance there as the ball made its way through.
In back post. Oh, it's too straight.
But as the ball stays on the near side for FA Euro, they're staying in the offensive zone, now playing their way back toward midfield, trying to regroup after a great opportunity there.
A great spell here for FA Euro that has Long Island pinned all the way back in. Important that they continue.
And again, they make their way through. Let's see if we can get another shot here. Oh, looked like he thought there was going to be a run there.
The PBL first team would like to
Yeah, just
thank
need to
the
be a little
FAU
more
youth
clever
for helping out
shooting
at
off the
today's
weak
game.
foot there. Stretching is not the best choice there. Little combination, try to go through. Hey, it looks good for FAU in the last 10 minutes, but Long Island is an end of game team, and again they score often out of very little or what looks like nothing. So it could go either way at this point. Look at Alexis Santa in tons of space in midfield. Can't find him. Lost possession in a bad area.
Just turned it over there, right in the middle, trying to get a shot, but no numbers. And it looks like they are maintaining possession, but he's made his way out there, and back to midfield we go. A good defensive stand there.
Go press it. He's gonna have to go back. Everybody.
And we made our way all the way back to the goaltender. And now the Rough Riders will play the ball up. And kind of a little bit of confusion there. It looks like. And now the ball finally played out of bounds.
It's another foul that's missed there. He went right through the back of him. He tried. Beckles, number 6, tried to take the ball down on his chest. There, right back. Sloan went right through his back, and that should have been a foul.
It wasn't. We're gonna get a throw in. So the chippiness continues a little bit. No foul there, but we are gonna get a throw. Looks like a substitution is gonna happen before the throw.
They're gonna bring on one of their more experienced players, Dan Gwyther. He grew up playing for Watford in England. And now he coaches at SUNY Maritime, so very experienced player, older legs, but very wise brain.
What is older legs for this league? Like, how old is this guy?
Well, it's a U23 league, but you're allowed 8 overage players. Gwyther's in his early 30s.
Yeah, you saying that being old makes me sad. As I stand here 33 years of age.
Well, you don't look it at all.
I appreciate that. You know, I am getting to that point in my life where, like, you know, you grow up watching sports, and when guys get to their 30s, people talk about, oh, he's getting old. I don't know how much longer he can go. And now I'm that guy, you know? It's like...
Yeah, we're all getting there.
It's unbelievable, man. I'll tell you, but as I watch this, I do still wish I had my young legs under me. Because I don't think I'd be able to go 90 minutes anymore. I'm just being honest with you, like... I haven't done it, really since college. That's the last time I played competitively.
Interesting tidbit here is that the Long Island Rough Riders has gone to 3 at the back, so they changed their shape. They look like they have a 3-4-2 for the last 4 minutes and change, and there will be significant change because of that long stoppage before the red cards. But they're in what looks like a 3-4-2 now.
Into the game, number 9, Naeem Charles, in for number 6, Tarek.
Yeah, so we're getting some adjustments now with the 10-on-10, and that ball made its way out of bounds. So we're gonna get a throw in by midfield for Euro, and the ball played up in the air, headed out and headed back, and the ball continues to be free up in the air by midfield. So. No one really gaining possession here. It looks like finally Euro's got possession. He's on the ball midfield, tried to play it through, but a good stop there by the Rough Riders. So the Rough Riders try to turn it around. Nothing doing there. They're going to play the ball back. Plays it across. We got a whistle here. Try to find out what was called. It was like something from on the far side of the field. Maybe some contact over there.
It looks like he called something off the ball. We'll know if he gives it as an indirect free kick. If he puts his hand up in the air instead of pointing at the goal.
Let's see as we wait here.
No indication, which is again wonderful refereeing. And he's going to give it.
Oh, and a takedown in the box. Wait a minute. Rough Riders high-fiving each other, but the Euro player is down in the box. I'm not sure what happened there. A lot of contact. But they seem to be high-fiving each other like it's going to be on the defensive player in the box. I don't know. We're trying to get an idea going on here. Looks.
It was hard from our vantage point
Yeah.
to really see it.
We got another card coming out. Is that a yellow or red?
Yellow, that's for dissent.
Okay. So, yeah, we got a yellow on that one. I think that actually went against Euro for some reason.
That yellow was for the goalkeeper's dissent about the penalty decision, which, again, hard to see from where we were up here.
And we are getting a penalty kick out of this.
You have to be really sure in the 89th minute to give a penalty when you've already given 2 red cards and have had such a strange refereeing performance so far. You have to be absolutely certain to give that penalty.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing here. And it looks like
You gotta wait like 5 minutes.
it's like they will be awarding a penalty kick, as this one was within the box.
We'll try to get a replay on that, and we'll let you know when we can.
So a big moment here in the game as we wind down regulation time. A penalty kick. And it looks like number 18 going to take it for the Rough Riders.
It's a very, very straight run up. You'd imagine now he's giving more cards.
And another card issue, another yellow card. This one, I'm not sure who this one's going to, but after a very tame first half, a lot of chippiness, a lot of cards being issued in the second half. Now we'll see the result of this penalty kick here. He runs up straight, and he puts it in on the left side of the goal. After 89 long minutes, we finally have a goal on the board. A very controversial goal. A penalty kick goal for the Long Island Rough Riders. They take a 1-0 lead. Boy, this one is not going to sit well. I mean, he put it in on the goal kick.
90th minute goal.
Low toward
Long Island Rough Riders by number 18.
Low toward the far post. So Euro's going to try to get a quick one back here. We're into bonus time. We're probably going to get a good at least 5-6 minutes out of that. So there is time.
Well, after that that penalty wait as well, I'd imagine around 7 or 8 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, so we should have some time to develop something here. But now with a 1-goal deficit, you're likely going to see, and you're already seeing, a lot of pressure being put on the Rough Rider side by FA Euro. But here comes a clear. The goaltender was way out. He's making his way back. So we're trying to find out how much bonus time we're getting. It's at least 5 minutes. As Euro makes its way back into the offensive zone, and kind of a mistake there. Ball cleared out, and again, a very aggressive down by a goal. The goaltender way out of the goal, trying to get them back into the offensive zone. They're going to play a ball over the top. And back to midfield we go. Possession back to Euro. So they're going to continue to try to play pressure here. I mean, with 1 goal down, they have to. They have to move up, and they got to get some shots on goal here. Looks like we can get a run toward the far sideline. Can he get it across? See if we can get some good footwork here. He gets it across, but headed out. And as they control it, it's out past midfield now, all the way back to the keeper playing up by the 30. And so the keeper playing its way back to the near sideline. And that one's headed out of bounds. Quickly to the ball, but a whistle. So we got a whistle. I think we're going to get a late substitution here. Yeah, we're going to get a late substitution here for the Rough Riders. So, just a quick one here. Some fresh legs. Number 17 making his way in. And thought about throwing it back to the keeper. He puts it forward. Ball played into no man's land. And the ball cleared aside to the middle of the field. all the way back. It's going to go back to the keeper. And they're going to try to quickly regroup here, make its way back. And let's see if they can make their way up the field and get an opportunity here. As they cross midfield on the near side. A good move by the ball. Slides into it. And that ball bodied out of bounds. So we're going to get a throw in on the near sideline here. And some nice footwork. Let's see if you can turn and get it toward the middle of the field. It's deflected. But was it off the defender? Are we going to get a corner kick out of it? It looks like the answer is no. Looks like that one will be a goal kick. So we're about 4 minutes in to bonus time here. Nothing doing, no opportunities yet. As we sit here with a 1-0 lead for the Long Island Rough Riders off the penalty kick. Controversial penalty kick. It's still a 1-goal lead. And at this point, we don't know how much time is left. We think it's at least 6 minutes. But as of now, we're playing possession on the far sideline, a throw in. As the Rough Riders try to keep the possession on their side of the field and don't. But a turnover there. The ball played forward and he whiffed on it and a takeaway there. Back to the middle of the field we go and up. You can see the sense of urgency here with F.A. Euro as a move to the inside and they're going to ball handle back to the inside. Some space over there. Through the middle. Headed. Oh! And a push down there. We had a free ball. Looked like he was shoved down at about the 20.
And
I think we're going to get a kick here.
you'll see it's very likely going to be the number 24. Suni Kusanboev. He has a spectacular left foot, set piece specialist, and he's scored a couple already in preseason games and in the first game of the season against Ocean City. So let's see what side he goes to, whether he goes over the wall or he goes to the goalkeeper's side. But it'll be very likely be him hitting the free kick here.
Yeah, he's
number 6, Sean Foster.
He's just outside the 18 here. He's going to go left foot. As everyone sets, ball's put in play. He goes right into the wall, and oh boy, that guy may not have children. Ooh, that didn't look good. That was either a stomach or the parts we can't mention on air. I don't know about that, but went right into him. And with that, I believe that they're calling the end of the game on that free kick. So my last call of the game will be a guy going down, possibly being hit in the gonads. So Ben, a controversial ending there in the 90th minute. A penalty kick.
Well,
boy, tough to lose one like that.
It'll be a difficult one for a difficult one to swallow. The only thing you can do is get back out on Monday, and rather it's a Tuesday night game, so.
When's your next practice?
Yeah, so we'll either train. I mean, the guys that didn't play today, the reserves, anybody who didn't play much, will train tomorrow morning. The rest of the guys will rest and get a rehab day. But it's about getting back out to train tomorrow and have a positive attitude. There are some big takeaways from this game. It's definitely the best game of the season in terms of possession, in terms of creating more chances than the other team. And credit to Long Island, they did what they had to do to win, which is sort of their MO. And sometimes you get these games. There are controversial refereeing decisions. There's incident. There's red cards. There's penalties. Kind of anything that a neutral would want. And for us, at the end of the day, you got to accept the result and move on and try to get points in the next one.
Yeah. So with that win, the Rough Riders go to 3-0 and stay atop the league. very controversial win, but a 1-0 win nonetheless. Wow. I'll tell you, folks, this being my first game called of the season, you couldn't ask for a more controversial finish. You could not ask for a more evenly matched game that ends only on a penalty kick. It's like the stuff that happens in movies, man. Like, what are the odds? So, Ben, we appreciate your time, and when can we expect to see you return?
I'm hoping for the weekend. We go on Saturday. We go play away at Reading. If I can't be there for that one, it'll definitely be the next one. So I'm looking forward to that, but it was a pleasure today to be up here with you in the booth.
Sounds good. We look forward to seeing you back out there. As much fun as we had, I'm sure you'd rather be out there. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks very much.
Are we good?
Straight up fucking garbage. Are you fucking here?